Power creep in Star Rail. Does it exist, lol? Nah, doesn't exist. Truth. Trust me, bro. Trust me. For real though, how do you even define power creep? Like, is it when I came in Ruan-Mei? Or is it zero cycling? Or just when a character becomes incapable of clearing MOC, like how I'm incapable of making my cock hard? So right now, I'm going to define what power creep should be in Honkai Star Rail. Power creep is when new characters are released and those characters are way more powerful than older characters who become also obsolete or underpowered. Sort of like my cock after being ringed out by Aventurin's bussy. So is that the case in HSR? Some people think so, and I think they're wrong because I think I'm right and therefore cooler, hahaha. But not seriously, what would the metric for power creep in HSR be? Is it how hard Mommy Kafka can milk you? I wish, but nope. I think it should be whether a character can clear MOC in a reasonable time, so 5 turns, leaving 5 turns for the second half's team, or in Pure Fiction or Apocalypse Shadows. God, that woman makes me so hard! In this case, are there characters that can't do this? I don't think so. The only characters that I can think of reasonably that is incapable of doing this is either Balde, he's too busy chasing after Arlan after all, and Yanqing. And let's be real here, Yanqing never performed well, day 1 player here, hahaha. And Balde needs a support helping him with his HP stuff. Plus, he performs better in Pure Fiction now with Jade anyways. Even then, Blade's not actually that bad and can clear reasonably quickly anyways, if we go by the metric that I set, as long as he isn't slurring up Arlan. Otherwise, walking 4-star Ls like Arlan will have a hard time, but I've seen some genuine sickos clear MOC with Arlan anyways, although those are not the right metric or example since we talk about ease, and those sickos have invested their lives into making Arlan just okay to play. It's true that characters are coming out that are very strong, like Akron and Fire Flusy DPS wise, or Aventurin sustain wise. Search up Aventurin Mpreg by the way, trust me. Or Robin, Omelette, and Sparkle. Ooh, I can't do this anymore, man. In fact, I think they're game breaking, even though nothing can break me more than Kafka. I have to stop talking, man. I have to stop. Akron does something new, but I can't really tell you. It's something about debuffs, this and this. Actually, I can't tell you. I can't be fucked. And Fire Flusy makes break effect not just viable, but really strong. More than Bootil. Ha 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 ha. Get fucked, Bootil mains. God, I just want to feel the touch of a woman. Aventurin makes sustain easy and is sexy, letting me make him pregnant overnight and brings lots of utilities to the game, but I'll talk more about this later. Robin lays eggs for us to turn into omelets and Sparkle makes the omelets for us. Again, I'll get into these supports later. But do these characters make previous characters obsolete, weak, or even incredibly underpowered? If you genuinely think that, you have been lobotomized or were dropped on your head as a child. It simply isn't true. Just because Jingliu takes 1 extra turn now because enemies have 50% more HP does not mean that she is power crept. If you think that, you should kill yourself now! The same applies with basically every other limited banner DPS, like Cooler Dan Hong. Just because Akron or Firefly does more damage doesn't mean that they have power crept them. That's an absurd statement, just like how the police keep saying that I killed 3 women in 1996. As long as the characters remain very viable, they will remain not power crept. Also, look at Zila, 1.0 character, and is still meta, still strong, and still very usable. Is she power crept? No, she isn't, and if you think she is, you need to get yourself checked out. So I can confidently say that within the damage dealers, power crept is negligible to non-existent. But what about, say, with supports or sustains? No, I won't say anything actually, unless you like and subscribe. Anyways, with supports, there is a case for me impregnating Tingyun and not paying child support, but also a case for some level of power creep, but nah, also you're wrong, there isn't. Tingyun still got that Fox Sussy, Pela still deaf shredding, Bronya still being best in slot in hyper carry teams, and Asta being a great free-to-play alternative to Ruan-Mei, meaning that they are still viable. Sure, Ruan-Mei, holy! Look at her, oh my god, I am talking with the fattest erection right now. Ruan-Mei may be the best support in my opinion, but it's not like she makes everyone else way underpowered, she is just overpowered. She makes break effect teams break my mind, kinda like what I wanna do to Ruan Mei. I did not say that! Sparkle is best in slot with Zilla, E2 Acheron, and Cooler Dan Heng, but can fall short with Boot Hill and Jing Liu, and even Balade. So like, does she power creep Bronya? No, she doesn't. She fills some slots and Bronya fills others, and I'm filling them both up. With my calm if you didn't get what I meant. And Robin? She's great. She produces great sources of protein nutrition for our family. She's best in slot in follow-up attack teams, great in DOT, but she doesn't really show up anywhere else outside of that because, well, she just doesn't work that well with many other teams. Silver Wolf is still fucking cracked though, used in Acheron teams and Zilla teams, and also, ooh, literally a single target alternative to Pela. Pair those two and you win. I wanna make her a mother of 10. So again, there isn't much power creep in the support section either because they are all still fucking good and can still be used without really feeling a huge decrease in your team's output. The only fucking characters that have been taxidermied are Hania and Yukong. Yukong is kinda just fucking ass, and Hania got power crept by Ruan Mei and Sparkle. It is what it is. She's fine, just that there are better alternatives. But tell me, motherfucker, Kafka, who is the alternative to Ting Yun and Pela? Whoa whoa for Ting Yun? Kill yourself? Nah! Silver Wolf for Pela? Nah bitch, they work together, not against each other. There is no power creep with support characters, like how there is no war in Ba Sing Se, except I'm right this time, and if you don't agree with me, I'm going to touch you. Sexually. So with sustains, is there power creep? Actually, there might be, Lamel, or there might not be. So let's just go through it. Ah! Guys, this is a cry for help. There are bugs in my brain. Shut the fuck up. The audience is here to watch a video. I'm being serious, man. There's something in my skull. Talk about the sustains, man. Please just talk about the sustains. Don't get distracted. Okay. Clearly the best sustain is Aventurin, in my honest opinion, because A, he's a man, and according to the worm in my prefrontal cortex, we need to bring back 19th century sexism. What the fuck are you saying? Aventurin is obviously the best because he shields, which is better than Fox Susi, mother to 6 of my kids, and gives crit damage buff with a follow-up attack, but that doesn't necessarily make the other sustains underpowered. Fushuan, mother to 8, is still really good, providing good utility like crit rate while sustaining hard, just like how she keeps my cock hard. Haha, I'm going to jail for saying this stuff. Plus the damage mitigation, her sustain is great for everything outside of Golden Gears and Swarm Disaster. Also, Whoa Whoa is still, in my opinion, one of the best investments for your account besides having a great yacht! What am I saying? And Tail, who can insult you as he pounds you. True, her attack percentage boost and energy regen is great, full stop. Luocha stays great, sustaining really well without doing anything else, but still makes shit, let's be honest, easy. And Gepard, Bailu and Lynx are still great alternatives. Gallagher is goated, basically being usable in any team really, because he can just beat the enemy's toughness down, just like how he beats his wife and kids down when they don't give him beer. The only bad sustain is Natasha and March 7th Preservation. But that's not really a surprise, is it? They're free, and Hoyo must extract surplus value from you to generate profit to ensure that the bourgeoisie stays on top and you, the proletariat, stays down. Long live Mao! So I don't think we can make an argument for there being power creep with sustains when basically everyone is still viable, not obsolete or underpowered, and are great fucking alternatives still. It's not like you can use Aventurin on both teams when you can only have one Aventurin, and it's not like Aventurin's best in slot for every team either. Fushuan will always be better than Aventurin in an Acheron team, and Firefly will never use either, preferring the 4-star alternatives like Gallagher like a girl boss, which is based, since Gallagher is hot and I'd bend him over for any day. So yeah, no power creep with sustains. So, do I think there is power creep in Star Rail? The answer is no. The only thing that is creeping up is my cock whenever I see that Akarusi midriff, for real. But for real, I don't think we've hit power creep yet. Not every character can or should be siege win in a game, since that's just a waste of your pulls and money. But not every character should be Neuvillette or Acheron and be OP as fuck. A balance needs to be made for most characters somewhere in between, being a girl failure like siege win or a Futa cock extraordinaire like Acheron. And I think Hoyo has been able to do that for now in Star Rail. I believe in the future though there will be power creep in the game. With the rate of how many 5-stars are being released versus how many 4-stars are released, I truly believe that eventually the game will have power creep. That eventually 5-stars will be better than other 5-stars by just doing what the previous 5-star did but way better. And so I think that's the real cause of concern, to increase the amount of 4-stars so that at least we can have a Xiangling and Xingqiu in HSR. That's my solution. I also think we need dead patches, or more accurately patches without new 5 stars, but like say fun events like Ethereum Wars to make sure that low spenders and free-to-play players don't have to keep having a metal rod shoved up their pink and tender anuses. But whether this will happen again, I don't know. It's not like Hoyo's exactly a generous company. TLDR, no power creep yet. We need more 4 stars to prevent power creep and a few patches with no new characters but fun events. So yeah, that's my video. I think that through the brain damage and the brain rot, that what I said was actually quite fair. Thanks for watching, and leave a like and subscribe and stay in tune for any new videos I release. Why am I fucking talking to a screen? Why am I lonely? Please help! There are bugs in my brain! I spent 18 minutes yelling into a microphone. This is my hobby, man. This is my fucking hobby, man. What am I doing?